hidden forest, a horizontal needles of ice that threatened to blind me. I should have turned back. The village elders had issued a kill-on-sight order for the massive white wolf seen prowling the borders, claiming it was a demonic omen. But I had followed the trail of steaming, black blood instead. I found him crumpled at the bottom of a ravine, a creature of myth reduced to a shivering pile of matted white fur. As I dragged him toward my hidden garden shed, his weight nearly crushed my spirit, but the sight of the jagged black-veined wound on his shoulder kept my legs moving. I was an apprentice to a world that didn't want me, yet here I was, harboring the very destruction they feared. The transformation happened under the weak glow of a guttering candle. One moment, I was pressing a cooling salve of comfrey and goldenseal into white fur, the next, a blinding lunar light filled the shed. The sound was like the shifting of glaciers, smooth, ancient, and terrifying. When the light faded, the wolf was gone. In his place lay a man, his stark white hair fanned out against the dirt floor, his body a map of silver scars and raw power. My heart thrashed against my ribs. This wasn't just a shifter, this was King Valerius, the Alpha ruler the High Priest Malachor had declared dead 2 moons ago. I should have run. I should have alerted the guards. But as he gasped for air, his hand, human now, yet still clawed with desperation, caught my wrist. His grip was a plea, and I realized then that the dead king had been hunted. Days bled into a blur of fever and secrecy. I spent every hour I could steal from my chores tending to him. Valerius was a tempestuous patient. When the fever broke, his first instinct was to wrap his fingers around my throat, his icy blue eyes flashing with the lethal instinct of a cornered predator. But I didn't flinch. I told him about the moss and the roots, about how the world thought he was a ghost, and slowly, the king emerged from beneath the beast. He looked at me with a weariness that went deeper than his wounds, a gratitude that felt more dangerous than his anger. In the quiet of that shed, surrounded by the scent of drying herbs, he wasn't a legend. He was just a man who had been betrayed by his own, and I was just a girl who refused to let him die alone. "You must go to the palace," he whispered on the 5th night, his voice a rugged rasp. "Malachor keeps the sundrop nectar in the vaults. It is the only thing that can neutralize the black-veined venom." To save him, I had to walk into the lion's den. I took a position as a lowly garden maid, scrubbing the stone paths of the royal estate while the high priest Malachor preached of the wolf's curse from the balconies above. Malachor was a man of cold, calculated shadow, his eyes constantly scanning the crowds for a threat he thought he had already buried. Every time he passed, my skin crawled. I knew he was looking for a body, but he found only a blonde girl with moss-green eyes and dirt under her fingernails.